Hey, good morning, and thanks for waking up with me. It's 3 a.m. here today. We've got a lot to get done, so it's off to an early start. So therefore, we might as well just get right to it. Over the weekend, I was doing some reading, and I come across a quote from Socrates that a life unexamined is not worth living. And I think that's exactly what I've been trying to do here. I'm examining my life, and I'm waking up to some things that maybe I overlooked. Maybe I got stuck into a routine that I didn't really think about. Started taking some things for granted, or some uh, some aspects of my life that I overlooked and didn't really fully develop like I thought I did. And so that's kind of what we're doing here. Not that I'm a psychologist or anything like that, and I don't consider myself to be a life coach, but some things to think about, some things to share with you, and maybe inspire some thoughts and maybe get some feedback from you about some of the things that you think are important in life, or some of the things that you overlooked, or maybe your perspective on some things that you missed, and what that meant to your life. So uh, you know I've been reading all the reviews, and I've been getting a lot of text messages from friends, and a lot of it's been very encouraging, and I really appreciate all that. It reminds me of in several cases, reminding of friends that I'd lost touch with, people that I hadn't been keeping up with, things that I hadn't been doing like maybe I should have been doing, or in some respects wish I had been doing. So to those of you who've reached out from the past and had some things to say to me, I really appreciate it. I hope you keep it up. So while we're examining our lives and things that we're looking at, it's more than just examining our day-to-day processes, or whether or not we tell people around us that we love them and things like that. But it's evaluating how we're living our lives, and how we're taking care of ourselves. Right now we're facing this whole thing, this whole dilemma with the coronavirus, and I think it's going to affect possibly way too many of us, and it's kind of scary. I'm fortunate that I feel that I have very good health, and I've enjoyed that for quite some time, and hopefully that'll hold up for me. But I do have people that are very close to me, and very, very important in my life, that are not as fortunate with their immune systems, or with their respiratory issues, or with their health overall, or just the fact that they're getting older, and it's getting more and more challenging for them to do a variety of things. And I'm sure you have some people in your life that's the same, in the same boat. So, you know, uh, we could just hope for the best for them, and protect them, and try to isolate them, and keep them away from harm's way, if at all possible. And I'm sure a lot of you have been thinking about that. But what about ourselves, and what about are we doing here, and what lessons are we going to live? Are we going to take from this in our lives, and how we're going to live maybe differently as we move forward? I mentioned yesterday that we need to get away from the fast food, and from the processed things. Give up the junk food, give up the chips, and the ho hos and the Twinkies and all those other things. Come to think, I don't even know if Twinkies are still made because I haven't had one in a long time. But I think you understand my point. We live here in the U.S. We live with with grocery stores that have just a huge variety. We have options. We have better things that we could be doing with ourselves. And it's not just what you eat, but it's also what you do with your free time, and what you're doing to develop yourself, or add value to your family, to your life, to yourself, to your self worth. And do you have purpose? Do you have things going on that make a difference to you, and how you treat everyone around you, and how people perceive you? It's often been said that our life is worth living, not so much what the value of our life is based on what we contribute, rather than on the money that we make. And I think that's true. I think our contributions, our mark in life, should be measured by the people who will miss us when we're gone. And I don't mean that you have to go out and be a celebrity, or that you have to go out and be a philanthropist of some sort, or anything like that. You don't have to be nationally known. You don't have to be known beyond just the scope of your circle of friends and family. But will they miss you, or will they just kind of be glad that you're gone, and you're no longer complaining, or whatever your habit might have been? We have a choice of making a better life out of ourselves while we're here, and I'm going to encourage you to do that. That's what I think that's what I've been doing all my life, and yet I'm waking up to possibilities that I missed, and things that I'd like to do a little bit different, and things that I hope to do different, and people around me who deeply care about me, and have said some very nice things, has brought all of that back to me, and hearing comments from strangers, for that matter, that appreciate what I'm saying here. These things matter, and they add up, and you could make a difference in your world, as well. You don't need a YouTube channel to do this. You don't have to be, out in the public eye. You can do this quietly amongst those who are just really precious to you, and I encourage you to do so. So that's my thought for the day. I'm going to keep this really short today because, like I said, there's a long list of things to do today, and I got to get going. But I thanks so much for your checking in. If you're not a subscriber already, please hit that button if you like what I'm saying. Hit the like button also. Let me know how you feel about it, and and hit that bell so you know when the next one's coming out. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for waking up with me. Take care.